Yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's good, everybody? Happy Friday. Everybody see clear? Everybody hear clear? Everybody's good to go? Waiting for Hannah to work her way in here. Let me see. Hannah, where are you? Oh, there we go. Alrighty. Alright, can everybody see clear? Everybody can see my beautiful blue line. Everybody can hear clear. Waiting for Hannah to join. Just invited her. Let's see where we're at.
Hey, good morning. I'm here.
Good morning, Hannah. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Alrighty. Everybody can hear. Everybody can see. Let's get this thing crack-a-lackin', man. It is Friday, July 25th. Hannah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go first this morning because I do have to run out real quick. So, I'll be quick as I can, and then I'll let Hannah do her thing. Yeah, man. It's Friday. It's first and foremost. Hope you guys have had a great week. Number two, this morning, data's about to come out, or it just came out right now, which was durable good orders. Doesn't look like anything too significant happened. Nice little pop here. But yeah, let's hop into the charts. Let's hop into the charts here. Outside of that, I don't think there's anything, too big going on today in terms of data. We had durable good orders, which is negative 0.93% to 11% expectation. So, I mean, it's good, right? But it's not like obviously super bullish. It's just normal, a little bit under expectation. But okay, everybody's good. We're good. Let's go. Let's get this thing rocking. First things first. Today, SPY. Pretty much in the same scenario we were yesterday, right? I'm gonna delete a lot of this stuff. It's not valid. Yeah. I mean, we're just kind of up and we're stuck. That's pretty much the nature of the chart here. I mean, we're really in need of a pullback to really get value from this chart. So my whole game plan on SPY is simply just gonna be patient, right? I mean, look where we're trading right now. We're up here at like 636. Next demand is down here at 631.50. There's really not much to work from here with SPY. So like I said, the game plan is just watch that pullback, 632, 631 area for a demand bounce. If we break these highs, sure, right? There probably could be some more value to the upside if we get that move above 636. We could look for that continuation probably into 640. So that would be the top watch today on SPY. Is just looking for that pullback or that continuation. Downside, just to be prepared. I mean, this is obviously the cleanest setup. If we come down, right, break that 631.50, break that massive trendline support, which we've held pretty much this whole move up, and then get weak back below 630. That would be the A plus short criteria, and that would likely send the market a lot lower. So if we lose these previous all-time highs, that would be the ultimate short criteria at 631.50. But if we're above them, that is still very, 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 very bullish. QQQ, totally different chart, right? SPY sitting at new all-time highs. QQQ is not, right? You guys can see here, clear as day. We are still below our all-time highs. Major level here is 566. This is a beautiful flat top. This is what you look for at breakouts, right? You want to see a significant structure with plenty of room to run. So QQQ is definitely my top watch today versus SPY. This is a much cleaner setup across the board. Game plan here. Simply let that 566 break and hold. Buy the dip. Let it rip. That's the game plan today on Qs. That's simple. All right. Now, if we fail, right? Let's say we wick above it, attempt to go higher, and fail. I will not be interested in shorts until we lose this structure here at 562.50. That's when I can say, hey, okay, now I'm comfortable shorting. But anywhere in between this area here, that's just demand, right? You guys can see yesterday, wick down and held. Still got this major trendline support. It's just too much demand in this area to want to say, hey, I want to short into it. So in order to go short on Qs, we need to be below 562.50. If we want to be long on Qs, it needs to be above 566. And that is a very simple approach for this chart. It looks very, very good. IWM, levels the same, 226. NQ, again, you know, we're kind of just farting around here, right? We have these all-time highs. Attempted to push new all-time highs last night. Failed, right? Obviously got to pull back. Big level, same level from yesterday. 23,300. Big level to the upside, 23,440. So if we want to see downside today, it needs to be below 23,300. If we want to see upside today, it needs to be above 23,440. This is kind of like my no trade zone in between here. The action has been extremely unfavorable, as you guys can see. It's been very wonky, so definitely not looking forward to trade in between there. ES is a much cleaner chart, obviously. We have these all-time highs at 64.20. So if we can get that pull back into the previous all-time highs at 63.75, that's the top watch for a long position, with the higher risk watch being at 6,400 back into 64.20. If we clear these highs here, 64.20, that could be a nice long setup for new all-time highs, targeting at 64.50. Downside scenario, like I said, the only way I'm interested in shorts on ES is if we break 6,400, hold below, and then lose 63.75. That will then open this chart up for a lot lower. But as of right now, this chart is still extremely bullish, right? By all definitions, right? YM, this is the major demand here I want to focus on, which is this 44,800 area, right? You guys can see this is a major demand. So if we do get that pullback this morning, this is an area to watch for longs. If we get above this 45,000, that is also an area to watch for longs back into 45,200. The only way I'm looking to short this or ES or NQ is if we do get that flip below that Thursday's low, and then that obviously would open this chart up for a lot lower. But that'll take a lot of work to get there. RTY, again, 2,300 is the massive level. Silver is pulling back to this demand here. This is where we can look for that re-entry. Every time I look at this gold chart, I just get pissed off. Look at the weekly now. That is crazy. Crazy. This weekly was fully green, and now we're into a massive bearish pin bar. That is just absolutely insane. Like, that's crazy. From Monday, like, just for perspective, Monday to Wednesday, we made a 100-point move to the upside. And then Wednesday into Friday, we made a 112-point move to the downside. Like, I don't know how much crazier that can get. Like, I don't know how to properly trade that. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as you get comfortable in longs and the chart flips in terms of a bullish structure, higher highs, higher lows, just immediately reverses. No bounce. Well, there's a little one here, but just insane. But this is a big focus of mine. Reason being is we are now approaching that trend line again. We've talked about this for the countless past Sunday lives. It's the third touch, fourth touch, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth different time. 8 different times that we've tested this trend line, and it's held every single time. So I'm very curious to see what we do here. My watch is 33, 37. If we can get that breakdown, that should be an imminent move down into 33.14, potentially even down into this 32.88 area. So that's the top watch on gold. If we do get a little pop, I mean, this is where the demand is, right? If we hold here, this could be the greatest long ever, right? So this is the big area. We should make another big move from this 33.30. We're either going to hold this trend line again and rip back to highs, or we're going to fail, break down, and it's going to be a nasty move lower. So all eyes are on gold today into next week's session. It looks very good. Apple, creeping. Apple is creeping. Major resistance here, 216. We've been watching this for I don't even know how long. But if we can get above that 216 and hold today, this is the top long watch. There is nothing but room in the 225. Beautiful flat top here, massive structure, great relative strength yesterday. This is the name you want to watch for longs today if we get above that 216. Set alerts, don't forget it. Amazon, very nice chart here. We caught this yesterday for over 100% over that 230 level. I mean, today is pretty much the same game plan, right? Pull back into 230. Pull back into 230. That's where we can watch for a demand bounce or above yesterday's high. That's pretty much what we got for today on Amazon. Very clean chart. And, yeah, man, that's pretty much what I'm watching today. I have to go ahead and I'll be back in probably like 5 or 10 minutes, so I should be back before she's done. And yeah, man, I can go over Tesla really quick, which is watching this 310, 308 area off the open, which is that massive supply. If we can fail here, that could be a great short opportunity back into 293. Or even if we reclaim and hold that 308, that could be a very nice long back into 321. So big pivot on Tesla is that 308, 310. Nvidia, all-time highs, 174. That is the top watch, similar setup to Apple. If we can get that break and hold, that is the almighty long setup. We'll probably see another $2, $3, $4 squeeze. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in a little bit on Zoom, and I'm gonna hand it over to Hannah.
All right, thanks. I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, let's see if I can get this. Oh, just before you rock out, can you share the accept the request so I can share my screen?
Yep, you should be good to go. Yep, you should be good to go.
Okay. Cool. All right, everybody can see this. All right, cool. All right, Val pretty much went over what I had on watch. I'm just gonna run through it really quickly, talk about my game plan, and then if you guys have any tickers that you want me to check out for you, we have a few extra minutes, I can do that. But pretty much everything he said, for SPY, I'm not really interested here. We're just kind of, I don't want to say stalling out because we could very well make new all-time highs, but as of right now, momentum seems to be drying up a little bit. If we continue to fail this 636 all-time highs, I have like a little mini trend line here on the hourly, but it's more just for me to kind of gauge momentum as we're approaching the 636 again. All the data that we're going to have for today already came out, so I don't think we're going to get any type of reaction, going into the open, but pretty much same thing, 631.50 previous all-time highs. If we just happen to, kind of come down here and hold this, but then stall out in range, again, I'm not going to be too interested until we can get some sort of momentum to the upside or the downside. So that's it for SPY. For QQQ, same thing as well. We're actually just kind of ranging. The last few sessions haven't been too great as far as momentum. So this 566 all-time highs. So as you can see, rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And unless we make new highs, and start to squeeze, I'll be interested in that break. But really just watching these previous structure points. I mean, we had a little downtrend that was forming earlier on in the week, and this is what I was watching. But then as you can see, Wednesday, we just fully reclaimed the whole thing and then just stalled out into these highs. So a little bit different than SPY, but at the same time, I feel like the levels are pretty clear here. Break above 560 or then come back down. If we break this 564.50, which is intraday structure from Monday, I'm going to be watching this 563. If we break 563, like Phil said, we have another intraday structure at 562.50, but really, I'll just be looking for this failure. I think next week we have some pretty big data that might give us either the push that we need or the failure that we need. But I don't think, honestly, today anything too major is going to happen. I feel like we'll just range around. So if that happens, then I'm not too interested. I'm probably not going to take SPY or QQQ. Next on my watch is Tesla. Same thing here. We've had this drop from earnings. So I'm kind of watching for like a based drop on this just because the incredible weakness that Tesla has had. But if we happen to reclaim this 308, I would be interested into longs until like 310, 312, and then 317. But if we kind of just base here, and then we get this break of 300, we still have room to 293, 288. So that would be my top watch. I'm just going to go ahead and set alerts for this 308 break or this 300. But again, same thing as Fire QQQ. She just kind of ranges and chops around. I'm not going to try to catch any intraday range here. I'm just going to wait for the break. Apple as well. Gap fill above 216 all the way back. I think this goes all the way back to like April. So I just have alerts here for this 216. I'm not interested in anything else. Apple's kind of a slower mover, but if we do get that break, I think that we'll get that momentum until at least 220, 221. So just set alerts for that. Netflix. I've had this on watch just for the past few sessions because I've seen this falling wedge forming here. She's been really weak lately, and then when she's trying to break out, but we need a little bit more momentum in order for me to believe that, we'll get a nice breakout here. So I have this 1200 psych level. If she can reclaim 1200, I think that at least a move to 1229 and then 1262 on the longer term, this is 4 hour chart, that could be a nice little breakout move. But if she just comes up to 1200 and then stalls out, again, I'm, not interested. Netflix is a big mover, so you have to definitely be right about the direction or momentum. And you can easily get stopped out because the ATR on this is just really big. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have any major setups today. I kind of feel like it's just like a wait and see end of the week. Going into next week, I think that we'll have a lot more action or a lot more excitement. But if anybody has any tickers that they want to go over, put them in the chat. It's only what 8:45, so we got a few minutes. I can go over some if you want.
All right, cool. Um,
No tickers.
I think everybody's over on Kick. Let me see. If you guys got tickers, type them in the chat. There it goes. Nvidia. Did you already cover Nvidia or no?
No, I can do a video real quick.
All right.
All right, so same thing here, this 174.50 all-time highs. We started to reject a little bit pre-market, but I just kind of want to watch again these structures that we had before. So like this 173, 171, and then this 169 we broke and reclaimed Wednesday, but really all-time high break. So 174.50, if we can get that squeeze to make a new high. Again, don't know if it'll happen today, but just stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And then that way, you can try to catch something going into the weekend. But yeah, yesterday, NVIDIA, she kind of stalled out and then held this 171 structure and made a nice move. So again, if we can get another move above all-time highs or hold this 171, 170, that could be a potential play. All right, PLTR. I don't trade this, so I might have to.
Wow, it's back at all-time highs.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, if you're already in this or if you're looking to trade this, draw some levels here. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really sure how this moves because, like I said, I don't trade this, but
I would be very careful with it.
oh no.
That would be my personal opinion. If you want to trade PLTR, just be careful, right? I mean, this stock is it's moving with a purpose, right? It had many of chances to go lower, and if you if you look at it from a fundamental standpoint, yeah, it's extremely over, inflated, right? It definitely needs a pullback, but a name like PLTR, where it has a history of squeezing, right? This used to be a meme stock back in the day, right? So it has a history of squeezing like this. So I would say, just if you really want to trade it, like have that itch to trade PLTR, just trade with trend, right? Don't sit there try to time the top. Just buy the dip, let it rip. That's the best thing I could say. I mean, it's just too strong. I mean, look at the chart. We're continuing to hold structure. I mean, every chance it had to go lower, it just proved that it was continuing looking for highs. Every single pullback has been bought, so that's the first cue to stay out of the way, right? Like either get in with the on the dip or stay away. That's the best thing I could say. But that break, I'm not gonna lie, it does look good. Above, what is that, 155.70? That does look very good. Got a
Yeah,
nice little flat
155,
top.
70.
Just got a nice little pullback into that 145. So I would say that looks good. If you're, like I said, you're itching to trade PLTR, it would be above 155 or a pullback in the 145, 148 area. What else? Microsoft, sure. Hey, you want to pull it up, Hannah?
All right. Nice break. I mean, but the other day I was talking about how weak Microsoft was. But that 500 holds, was that Wednesday?
That was big.
Or no, just fully reclaimed. So let's see. Now I mean, all-time highs, what is this, 518?
Yeah, we're pretty much there.
I feel like there's just nothing but room. About five, what is this? 513.50.
It looks good, especially after yesterday. Yesterday looks very nice.
Did they have news? I mean, this was all pre-market.
No, I think that was in the open as well.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy to me. I mean, like I said, it's super weak and then just to turn around and just fully eat that move up. But that 500 demand was big, so I don't know. I think above 513.50, I said you have this room back to 518. So just, I don't know, kind of watch Spire QQQ alongside it. If she, just happens to have a second day continuation strength, you could definitely, take that back into all-time highs.
BA. All right, we'll check out BA then. It's up to Hannah if she wants to rock out or not. I'm gonna rock out after BA.
I don't trade BA, so
Yeah, I
I
mean,
know
to
they
be
have
honest,
news. What was it? 2 days ago?
yeah, I had news. Japan bought 100 uh, planes, but it's this is the classic BA move. Where it breaks out and fails, right? Like this is BA. You know what I mean? In the flesh, beautiful level. What was it? 233.50, broke above it, held, and then a day later failed. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
classic BA behavior. Classic BA behavior. I mean, long as we're below 233.50, I mean, this is not a chart you want to be long on, right? Like that's that previous breakout level. That's the level we retained yesterday's session, the previous day's session. As long as we're below 233.50, it's not good. It's not good. That's just a failed breakout.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't trade it because every time I've heard, be it, like you said, you get this breakout and then it usually fails or it's just not very consistent, especially it doesn't really move with the market either. It's always seems to be just like catalyst based and then that setup usually fails. So, I mean, again, like you said, if it can't reclaim this 233.50 and then make a break of these previous highs from the news, I personally just would stay away from it, especially Friday. I don't really think you're gonna get anything on 0 DTs off of this. But
If it reclaims and breaks highs 235, I mean, obviously that would be a great opportunity. But as of right now, I would just stay away from BA, which isn't hard to do. We do that pretty well anyway. Um, but yeah, man, shout out to Hannah, man. Appreciate you for coming on this beautiful Friday. Thanks for everybody tuning in over at Kick and Zoom. The people on Zoom. And yeah, man, we're gonna continue doing this every Monday and Friday. And yeah, we're gonna get a nice schedule going. We're gonna get a nice schedule going. We'll get the charts a little bit cleaner. On my end, it looks good, but I feel like I can make it better somehow. I'll figure it out over the weekend. But yeah, man. Hopefully you guys have a great Friday. I'll see you guys in a little bit on Zoom. If Hannah's got any last words, I'll let her do her thing. And yeah, man. See you guys in a little bit.
yeah, just happy Friday. Stay safe, everyone. See nothing, trade nothing. So if you don't see anything that are absolutely in love with, you don't have to trade. Just go into the weekend green or break even, and that's a win. So we'll see you guys in a few.